What's up, tribe? We are back. So listen, you guys, I am here. Y'all know I have my girl, Simone Redwine, legal correspondent. Girl, is that legal? And we are here to discuss the things of the things. Now, y'all know that Joesline Hernandez got caught up in a whole fight night situation a couple of Sundays ago down to the Zeus Network. And we know that she did get arrested. However, she probably didn't get arrested for what you guys think she got arrested for. Okay. And so I have my girl Simone here to break it all down for us and to give us all of the ins and outs of what happened down to the Zeus Network. Okay. So I'm getting ready to bring her up and we're gonna say what's going on to the people, and then we're gonna get into the things of the things.
Hey,
Simone.
hey,
How you
I am
doing,
so happy
girl?
to be here. Great. I'm so happy to be here talking about something other than me.
That is it.
The elephant in the
So
room.
listen,
The elephant in the room.
okay, listen, we're gonna go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. So if you guys want to hear whatever Simone has to say, you guys need to tune in tonight to Kamisha Reviews. One of my mods will drop the link in the chat. What time
And
is it
Girl
going
Is That
on?
Legal. It's gonna be dual broadcast, so you can go.
Oh, it's gonna be
either
okay. So
one.
if you're subscribed to Girl Is That Legal, you already got it. But subscribe to Girl Is That Legal. Check out my girl Kamisha, and then I am gonna do an after show after she has had a chance to say everything that she wants to say. I will be discussing my thoughts. Y'all have asked me. Y'all have been inboxing me. Child, they was coming to me, Simone. But so I have not said anything. I will give my 2 cents. If y'all care about my 2 cents, I will be giving my 2 cents later on tonight. But if you want to hear straight from Simone, which is where you should hear it from, then make sure you guys are tuning in tonight to get that. Now, elephant is out of the room. Let's get to the things of the things.
Yes. And I want to thank you so much, Crystal, too, for getting me up out the bed, because I done been in the bed for a few days now. Getting me up out the bed, got me to put some makeup on and talk about this, because I actually had this ready for y'all last week, but then life got the life in, and it was not a priority. So let's get on Miss Shalenika. So if you don't know, Joesline Hernandez, yes, her real name is Shalenika Betancourt, was her birth name. But actually, her real name is Shalenika Tremelin. We'll get into that. So let's start with, I figured, Tremelin. Yes. I figured we should start with, we're going to start with the arrest record. Okay, the arrest. Okay. So let's see. Am I able to add this? I think you might have to add it, sis. It's the slide that says Joesline
Which
arrest.
one? The first one?
It's at the bottom. Okay. You can see that if you hover over, you can see the title, Joesline Arrest 613.
Okay. Let me scroll down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On my side, all of them say just Attorney Simone. So hold on. You said it's at the bottom.
Okay.
So
it'll be it's the very last one. Correct.
Okay, then it's the one I'm at. Okay. Because I can't see.
Okay.
The best I can with these eyes.
Girl, me either. Hold on, let me make it a little bigger. Bigger on my side. All right. So first of all, Miss Thing, if you look up here in the case type, Miss Thing actually got arrested for domestic violence. She didn't get arrested initially for beating up Big Lex. The cops found out about that later, and since it all happened on the same day, they're charging her at the same time. But she was actually arrested for domestic violence, and we're going to read a report. We're going to get up into that. Now, interestingly, when you look at all her names, they got all her aliases. This is the first. So I did, of course, a full background check on Miss Shalenika. And this was one of the only times when I saw her name listed as Joesline Hernandez, which is an alias. And then below it are her alias, Shalina Betancourt, Joesline Hernandez Diaz, Joesline Hernandez Diaz. Mind you, none of these are names of her fiance. And we'll get into that. So this is one violence. We see the race is listed as white. And that is because in Florida, there is no option for Hispanic. You either you have white.
Ain't that crazy?
It's very crazy. And they do that because it limits Hispanic resources. So the race is white. And then if they have the extra box, you have to pick Hispanic Black or Hispanic non-Black.
Right. And and we talked about that over here. Remember, we had that conversation
Mm-hmm.
over here, you guys. We talked about because it limits resources. They also do one of my subscribers who's a doctor says they do the same thing in healthcare for a lot of the same reasons. And we know they do it when we do it when they do it when they're in jail. So
Yes. All right. So I think y'all went over the charges already, but her charges were resisting an officer's arrest, touching, striking battery, which is also domestic violence. One of them is, and then trespassing. Okay. So we're gonna get into that. These were her little situations. Okay. So let's add the other document, which is the one, if you could add the one that it should be.
is it next to it?
Go to her. Let's do the certified report. There's one. It should be the 1, 2, 3. The third one.
The third one from the top. I'm
from
sorry.
The top. Yes. Third from the
Okay.
top. All right, y'all. Here go the juice. I got the certified court record. Okay, this is the beautiful little mugshot we got up here at the right. The FV, that generally means family violence. Okay. Family violence for Miss Shalenica. All right. And here we go. So she got resisting arrest with violence, domestic battery, regular battery, that was for Lex, and then trespassing for not doing what the cop said. So I'm going to read this to you. Contact was made with the defendant who was located in a dressing room on the event level of Florida Live Arena. This is where the fight took place, okay? Located at whatever. The defendant exited the bathroom within the dressing room and began to verbally assault law enforcement officers as they informed her that she needed to leave the property. Okay, party's over, party done, take your behind home. At this point, it's like, I don't know, like 1 a.m. or something. What time does it say on here? It was like, yeah, it says 31. Yeah, so it was like 1:30 in the morning. They told her, potty time, get on out of here. Then it says the defendant continued to argue with officers, ignoring all orders to leave. In an attempt to calm the defendant, victim 1, which is ballistic, shouted to her, "Please calm down." The defendant began to verbally assault victim 1, ballistic, before throwing a cell phone at him, which struck him in the head. Officers then took the defendant into custody. Okay, she assaulted him. She knocked him upside the head with a cell phone. Once in custody, the defendant continuously pushed, pulled, braced, and tensed, all in an effort to prevent the officers from transporting her to a patrol vehicle. Additionally, the defendant attempted to kick multiple officers while yelling racial slurs at all the officers involved. Once placed in my patrol car, the defendant refused to provide any identifying information. Now we got it, guys. That's why her name on here is Joesline Hernandez, because that is her stage name that people know her by. Versus if she had handed her ID, it would have said Shalenica Tremelin. We'll get to that. Okay. Then it says, while the officer was completing this probable cause affidavit, I was contacted by an assisting officer who advised that he was in contact with an additional victim. Reverendo, that must have been the other officer, made contact with victim 2, Big Lex, who advised that while sitting on the event level of the arena, the defendant walked up to her, threw a cardboard box at her head, and then began to strike her about the face and the head with closed fists. Once victim 2 was on the ground, the defendant continued to kick the victim in the stomach. Let's see. While bystanders attempted to pull off the victim. Video footage was obtained of the incident. Upon completion of all paperwork, defendant was transported to the jail. And there we go.
Whew. That's the video. So the trespassing charges, the police asked her to leave and she refused.
Correct.
The DV charge. Right. After the footage we saw, they were in a dressing room backstage.
Correct.
So That's the trespassing charge. So then the DV charge is because she assaulted her boyfriend / fiance with a phone in front of police officers. And then she also, did she physically assault the police?
While he was trying to while he was trying to calm her down so she didn't get arrested, she chooses to knock him upside the head to get arrested.
Right. Because, I mean, when you assault somebody in front of a police officer, you kind of don't give them a choice. I mean,
right.
They were already telling you had to leave and you were refusing. You were verbally abusive and, all kinds of stuff. Okay. All right. So we get the charges. Because remember, y'all, Tribe, we went over these charges. And remember, we were trying to figure out where the DV came from. We were like, well, how did that happen? I mean, her and Lex weren't in a relationship. Okay.
Correct. And they didn't live together. Because yes, right. DV is either you live together. So it can be just two roommates, no sexual relationship at all. Or it's baby mama, baby daddy, two different households. Or it's people in a relationship. Right.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. So now I saw somebody in the chat saying something about, I don't know that name, that other last name. We're gonna get to that in a second, y'all. Y'all hold on. We're gonna get to that in a second because Simone told me that she got a surprise for me. She said she got something that's gonna make my mouth drop open. So we're gonna get to all of that in a second. So while the police were dealing with Joesline in her dressing room with this situation, that's when Big Lex was calling 911. We've heard the 911 tape. TMZ released the 911 tape, and the police were like, "Well, wait a minute, how long?"
We got her upstairs. We got her here. She out there kicking my homeboy, Officer so and so.
Right. Okay, we got her right here.
They're like, we got it right here. That's right. If you could do, let's see, document 1, 2, 3, 4. That's her bond document. I want to take a quick little look at that.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let me pull it up on the screen.
Somebody is saying Big Lex was going live saying it's on site. She said that she was in Florida looking for Joesline. You can't stay on site and hurl vicious threats and cross paths and nothing goes down. Yeah, that's something that the prosecutor is definitely going to have to consider. All right, y'all. So check this out. So this is the bond document when she bonded out. This handwriting is the judge's. So what this document outlines are what are the requirements for her to remain on bond and out of jail. Because they released her with, it was basically on your own recognizance, meaning she didn't have to put up bond for the batteries or the trespass, but did have to put up $1,500 for the resisting arrest of the officer. But check this out. It said, no returning to, if you come up here, no returning to the incident location, no victim contact, travel permitted, only outside of the state with 24 hours notice. But you have to, with supervising officer, notice to supervising officer and giving them an itinerary. Okay. So no contact with the victims means she's not supposed to contact Lex, obviously, but she's not supposed to contact Ballistic either. She's not supposed to contact either of them. And hold on, let me exit the screen. Hold on. But you know this girl can't follow rules. So hold on 1 second. Let me get this. Hold on. Let me see if this is it. Oh, I think it is. Oh, dang it. I think that court record. Basically, the let me see the bond. I'm trying to find where it's at on there exactly, but basically, Ballistic bonds her out. The document lists Ballistic as the person who bonded her out. So it's like, girl, you haven't been out 24 hours. You already violating your bond. She just don't like her freedom. Sound like she just ready to go right back in there. Right back in there. I'm trying to find it on here. But that's no surprise. And you can tell from her social media they're together. Because she posted a photo of her wearing like a t-shirt, I think out of town at some event. And it appears that it was the two of them together out of town. So, you know, She really just don't. She don't want to do right. Can't get right.
I got a
Only
question.
got one. Sure.
I had a question. Did the event? Okay, the fight night took place in Miami, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he didn't. Okay, so they live now. Don't they live in Miami?
They do.
Or do they live in Atlanta?
What's that?
So do they live in Miami or they live in Atlanta?
No, they live in Miami. Well, yeah, it appears that they live in Miami. Why do you ask?
No, the reason why I say that, and this is just me being petty now. The reason why I ask is because they had this whole thing with her being in front of a private jet and them pictured on the private jet like Zeus was flying them in for the event. And I'm like, girl, y'all live in Miami.
Oh, good point.
Now maybe,
good point.
But you know what? She is in New York filming though, so I'll take that back. Because she's doing her new season of Jocelyn's Cabaret. So maybe she was in New York. I take that back.
And that's
Pretty
probably why she had to get that permission.
Yeah, that's probably why. Pretty Glow Aesthetics. I understand what you're saying, that he didn't want to press charges, but that doesn't matter. That she did it in front of a police officer. They don't need him to press charges.
Correct.
If it had been a he say, she say, if they had been called to the house and had been a he say, she say, then they would need him to press charges. They don't need him to press charges. They saw her do it. So I understand that he may not want to be a part of it, but it doesn't change the fact that he is a victim. And the bond agreement is that she is not to have contact with the victim, and he's the victim. And they have to make situations accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. Now I also have, let me download, I'm gonna upload this document that is like a list, kind of all her arrests over the years, which I found interesting. Here we go.
Hey everybody coming in. How you guys doing? Right. So she does live in New York. Okay, she has a Pretty Glow Study says she has a place in New York. So yeah, so I was just that was just me being petty, child. That was just me being petty. But neither here nor there, child. That's what they said. But what did he say it was okay?
With the check that I did on her resources and stuff. Go for it.
I'm sorry, I got this delay. Pretty Glow Aesthetics, baby. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. You don't get to say it's okay for somebody to assault you in front of police. You don't get to do that, babe. I understand. I feel you're very pro Jocelyn, and that's okay. It's okay to like Jocelyn. It's okay. That's fine. But again, we're looking at this from legal and not emotional. He doesn't get to go to the police and say, I know you saw her assault me. I know you saw her hit me with a cell phone. But it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Again, had it been a situation where he called the police and when the police showed up, he said, never mind, then that's fine. That's fine. But you can't do it in front of the police and then the police walk away from that. Because God forbid they walk away and then she does something more serious. They're going to say, well, the police were right there. And they didn't say nothing.
And that's also why the state can pick up charges in domestic violence cases. That's one of like the few instances where the witness can be non-cooperative at all. And the state can say, so what? We are going to protect the fact that domestic violence shouldn't happen, right? So even though you are a victim and you are choosing not to participate in the process, especially when we're dealing with celebrities who are domestic violence aggressors, those are usually incidents where the state will pick it up themselves. Now, will she go to jail for it? Probably not for that. But she could be facing time for the fact that she both did that and the situation with Lex. Now, I was surprised with the bond requirements that they didn't ask for any form of drug testing. Usually they do, especially because that resisting the officer situation, I believe that one is treated as I believe that's a felony. Yeah, that's the one felony. The others are misdemeanors, if I'm correct. And so they very well likely, let me tell you something. If the prosecutor adds the drug testing to that girl going to be sitting in the jailhouse. She not going to pass not one nary test. And And can you add the one? It's the last document, but it says Joesline's docket. It's the last document that I just added. I got to show you this.
Okay.
Somebody said, yep, that's how Tori got charged. Yep, because initially Megan wasn't participating. So, right. Okay, y'all. So I did a quick little run on Mrs. Joesline, just to see like what does she have in this particular county. And she's got, let's see, back in 97, she got probation. This one was for, I believe that was for lewd and lascivious conduct. That was when she was being a prostitute. Okay. And you see her name there. That is Shalinika Betancourt. Shalinika Betancourt. Got more of the Betancourt. And then for this one, we got, there we go. We got, yep, you can remove that one. We got the current name. So I'm like, what's with these names? So then, first of all, let me see this third document. Add this third document. Or second. The second. From the front.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, y'all, I was noticing, I'm still trying to figure out Jocelyn's real age. Because this arrest record right here says Miss Shalinika Betancourt was born in 1977. What is that? 6/18/77. Now, mind you, she never gave nobody her ID. This because the current arrest is saying she was born in 86, but she never gave nobody any ID because that's why they called her Joesline Hernandez, right? Because they knew her as her celebrity name. Now, pull up this very first document. So as I look more into her records, I said, why am I seeing these different names, y'all? So her real name, y'all, is Shalinika Tremelin, and she's married. So she's been with Ballistic all this time. She's married. So you see here, borrower. So what happened is in 2021, she went to refinance. 2021, y'all. 2021. She went to refinance her home. Yes. So this guy, Matthew Tremelin, is her husband. She done been running around. She was like, they went on marriage boot camp. And she's over here talking, Ballistic, why won't you propose? We've been together so long. Well, I guess we know why he didn't propose. He can't.
Well, when did she marry this person?
Wait. Oh, and it gets better. They've been married since at least 2018, at a minimum.
But it appears wasn't she with Ballistic in
2018? Either him or Stevie. Yes.
2018.
And she's been with this man since at least 2010. This Tremelin guy.
Ooh,
at least
Is it a green card marriage?
Huh?
Is it a green card marriage?
So I thought that, but no, he's got citizenship. He's got complete citizenship because in a green card, and she don't need a green card, right? Too bad we can't deport her.
Right, she's Puerto Rican.
She's Puerto Rican, so she doesn't need it.
Yeah.
No, he appears to be American. He's got brothers here. He's got a business. See, because and the reason I know it's not a green card marriage is the two of them own an LLC together. You don't do things like that if it's just, you don't open a business if this is just your green card husband.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I understand.
Go for it.
So, Jocelyn has been married since at least 2018 to somebody who is not Ballistic or Stevie J.
Correct.
But publicly, she has been in this whole public relationship with Ballistic for years.
That is right.
All over social media. They went on marriage boot camp. They was on Love and Hip Hop. They was doing all of this stuff. They doing the Jocelyn's cabarets.
All of it.
And she married to a whole other man?
Whole different man. And okay, so because I want to bring your attention to this part here, right under where it says borrower, there's A and and then there's B, and it clearly says husband and wife. See, these deeds records, they be spilling the business because I thought maybe they just live together. So I pulled their deed. No. She is that man's wife. Oh, and it gets juicier. Let's see. Go to the go to this very last. Go to the very last document that I just uploaded.
Oh, that's a good question. How old is the husband? Maybe it's a sugar daddy. Maybe
no,
he's like Nicole.
He's about the same age. He might be like 7-8 years older than her. What? Okay, wait a minute. Let me tell you. The other reason I know it's not an immigration marriage is because prior to them being married, he was a felon. And they won't even if you're a felon and you're not a U.S. citizen, they won't let you get married for citizenship. They deport you behind.
Yeah, they send you back.
They send you back. You can't do that. And so
we need to Google this, man. We need a picture.
Yes. Go to the second to the last document here. Second to the last document that I just uploaded. Somebody see, I tried to get a picture of him and couldn't. And check this out. This is how we know they still together. They live together. This is a declaration of domicile. Specifically, it's signed by him and her. This is her, Shelinica. And you see she signed it, Shelinica T. This is the T for Tremelin. And she wrote her name, Shelinica Tremelin. And this was in 2019 that she wrote this. Specifically. So
she's signing she's signing stuff with that married name.
This is a declaration by her and him. It says, I hereby declare I am a bona fide resident of the state of Florida and reside in and maintain an abode at, and then it gives that information. And then it says, optional. This is her affidavit, not his. This is her. Optional, it says, also residing at this address is Matthew Tremelin. So when you asked me previously, did she live in New York or Florida? She lived in Florida. And I'm like, why would they sign this? Well, here's why. In 2021, I guess she needed some money. So the house it's a nice little family home. The house has appreciated to like $600,000. She needed to, do a home equity line of credit, pull some of the credit out. In order to do that, you get one rate if it's owner occupied, right? Because it's protected by FHA or, by government lending terms. And you get a much lower interest rate. You get like that 3% because she did it in 2021. She get that 3% if it's owner occupied. If it's not owner occupied, you have to get an investor rate, which was going to be much higher. Could be 9%, 10%, whatever. So, therefore, they made them sign this affidavit swearing under penalty of perjury, under violation of federal law, that if y'all don't actually live together and live in this house, you can't get this mortgage.
Now, let me tell y'all something. For the people in the chat, let me give y'all. So, first of all, Danielle Cunningham, he said this need to be broadcast. Sir, we are broadcasting it. You need to tell all the people to come watch this video because we are broadcasting it. But what I want to say is the reason why, let me put this in context for some of you guys.
Yes.
This is what I was saying last week or the week before last when we were talking about Teresa Giudice, and we were saying that the judge was going to actually give her probation. But the reason why he decided to give her jail time is because she kept lying in her court documents. She kept lying about what her assets were. And in her bankruptcy, they lied about, how much money was coming in and going out. This is the kind of stuff, even though it's, we sign stuff all the time. We go to the car dealership, we buy a house, we refinance. They give us all this stuff to sign. They have the notary there. You just initial here, sign here, initial here. And I know that for a lot of us, it's like, oh, I know this is just nothing. But this is the kind of stuff that you're signing. And if you're lying, and if you did it, and if you were lying when you did it, because here's the thing. That was in 20, you said that was 20 what?
2021. It was, they got these documents from 19, 21, 18. Yes.
So in 2021, her public persona had her living with Ballistic and doing a whole nother situation over here with Ballistic. So both things can't be true. So
Right.
either she lied on this document and they are not living together and this house is not being used as their primary residence, or her public persona is a total farce.
Right.
This is crazy.
Correct. Yes. Add the very last document that I got there.
No problem, babe. Hold on.
Yeah. This is the one that really got me, y'all. This is called the continuous marriage affidavit. Okay. Note at the top is the title company, because the title company said we can't close this loan, this mortgage refinancing loan that you want, this equity loan, whatever it is, the refinancing. We cannot close it if you guys aren't still married and living together. Now, they can do it if you're divorced, but the paperwork has to say two individuals. You can still get it if you're divorced. So there is no reason she couldn't have had a divorce. She didn't want no divorce. She didn't want no divorce.
We need more information on this man, because there's something with this situation.
Yes, ma'am. So it says here on the document that the affiants, plural, have this date refinanced the mortgage to the following property, whatever. The affiants were married to each other when they took title on November 20th, 2018. And such marriage was continuous and uninterrupted by divorce and remained so through and including the date of closing, which was 2019. Now, mind you, she had to do something else and refinance again, it looks like in 21, because I guess her money was doing something funny. I don't know. But you see the names Matthew Lewis Tremelin and Shalenica Tremelin. Somebody said, is he white? I think he is, because I think I found his brother and his brother. Yes.
So that's why you said
is on it.
So that's why you said they've been married since at least 2018 because
Correct.
of this document. Got you.
Correct. Okay. But I believe it goes back even further. Let me find a document. I'm going to read from it.
Well, somebody in the chat said that she was married as a teenager. Somebody in the chat is saying that she got married as a teenager.
Okay, that might be him. Then she just stayed married. But again.
And they're clearly still in contact. They're clearly, I mean, if they're doing paperwork last year, they're clearly still in contact.
Yes. And, hold on.
So all of this storyline with her and Stevie J, all of this storyline with her and Ballistic, y'all know what? Pinky Tiki said it was 1997. So they got married in 1997.
Got you. So she's been married 20 years.
So why they never got the girl?
There is a reason. There has to be a reason to it, you know? So like, and it's also odd because she had Bonnie Bella during the marriage. I don't think there's any dispute that her dad is Stevie J.
She looks just like that boy.
Yeah. There's no dispute there. But like I said, to be very clear, this affidavit clearly says, they have refinanced the mortgage to the following described property. So that's why they had to do this affidavit, because somebody at that title company said, hold up, wait a minute. I know this lady, and she's supposed to be engaged to somebody else, living a whole different life. So how is she engaged to this other person, but married to this guy? We need to get this correct, because if not, literally all they have to do is just redraft the documents and say, hey, they've divorced, but they still are going to get this refinancing together. You don't have to be married to refinance a property together. It's just that the paperwork, the deed paperwork, has to accurately reflect whatever your relationship is.
Right. And I know you look for a divorce decree, Simone. I know you look for one.
Oh, yeah. I looked at it. There's none nowhere. And remember, that first document, you can go ahead and put the first document back up. That first document, which is dated 2021, that's only 2 years from now, y'all. This 2021 document says they still married. And it's a 500, what is it? Yeah. Her note on the house is $500,000. She's not balling all like that, y'all. I don't know what kind of money Zeus got going. Or you know what? It could, their bills, Lord knows I know. Their bills could be higher than the way she's living, but They refinanced it together.
Is that my sound, y'all?
Yes. I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Somebody said with the birth year of 1977, that would mean that she would have gotten married at 29. That's a little more believable, to be honest.
But honestly, you can't go by her birth year because she was. I mean, let's be clear. She was at the strip club. She could have ID that say all kinds of ages.
That's true.
I mean, I believe, but
I definitely believe the records of the court, like the one that says 77 versus the most recent arrest, because we now know for a fact she didn't give those people no ID. Because think about it. You kicking and punching the cops. They not, ballistic got your ID. And that is the only charge. Remember, I pulled up the docket. We saw the docket. That's the only charge that is under the name Joesline Hernandez. All of her other charges, all of her criminal history is under her real name, Shalinica. Because she probably provided ID or fingerprints at that time. And at the time of booking her, the guy's filling out the form. He's like, I know this Joesline Hernandez. Plus, they saw the videos online. Nobody online is calling her Shalinica. So because of that, I'm confident that the date of birth, I'm not going by that date of birth because that's what she chose to tell him. Just like she either said or they assumed her name was Joesline.
Girl, I gotta change the title of this video.
Whose sound is going better in and out? Y'all let me know. Is it me? It could be my ghetto.
It was yours, but you sound fine now. It was going in and out, but It's fine now.
I moved into my house, so I gotta get used to this ghetto internet I got here.
It's all good. Okay. I told you I have to get them to come and upgrade mine. It's been acting up for a couple of months now. And now that I'm home during the day, I can set the appointment for them to come and do whatever it is they need to do, child. Okay, so Diva One said that Joesline was born in 1977. She was currently 46. So she was married somebody said she was married in 1997. We'll put her at 20. We'll put her at 20.
That's more believable versus 86. Hold on. Because if she was born in 86 and got married in 97.
Yeah, that ain't working. That ain't.
That means 11 years old. Am I wrong? No, that wouldn't be 11.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's what I said. So 86 can't be her. 86 can't be her date of birth. That ain't.
No, we done solved the dilemma. Yeah, she wasn't born in 86 because that would have meant she got married in.
Oh, you were asking. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Diva said she was asking. She wasn't telling us she was asking. I'm sorry.
Well, no. Well, let's do the math, y'all. I believe she did get married in 97 to the guy. Because I was seeing records back until then of the two of them. That is true. Of like their business that they've had together, they've had since at least like 2003. And if she was born in 86, let's do that math. 86 to 2003, 96. That would have meant they had a business together when she was like 16. 16-year-olds don't file no LLC.
Yeah, no.
No, she 46, y'all. She is 46. If she got married in 1997, if her real birth date was 86, that would mean she got married at 11 years old. Come on, guys. 1986, you married in 97. No, because they've owned this home together for like we said, a number of years. And it's been one that was like associated with them. Plus, they've had multiple businesses. Let me see if I can pull it right back up so I can tell you exactly, because I did a search on him. Let me see, Mr. Tremelin. I said, let me see. Yeah, so I can tell you the I'm sorry, y'all. This is too fun for me. I'm so basic. Because I'm just so entertained by it. I mean, she looks good for 46. She looks excellent for 46. However, girl, that's like a real big lie. Especially the way she used to be doing. Y'all remember how she used to do what's her name? Mimi, and talk to her so
Right.
bad, call her old and a maid and everything like that. Here we go. Okay, Mr. Tremelin is 50. He's 50. That would make sense if she's 46.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be like a so we can eliminate sugar daddy. We can eliminate citizenship. So
Right.
maybe they just truly just married each other. Maybe they're still friends in real life, or they still have some sort of a business relationship and they just maintain. But there has to be a benefit to her for her never to divorce this man.
Right.
Because she did the whole thing with Stevie J, which we know they were in a real relationship now. Toxic it may have been, but it was real.
Right. And he is one of the registered agents for one of her LLCs. So they're doing business together.
Yeah, something. I think the biggest
thing it's 46. It's 46. I got it. Yep. Right here on her full background check. It's 46, June 1977. Yep. It shows the two of them together. It's 46.
Okay.
We got it. And it does look like 1977. Relationship between the two is family. And the year it says 1997. As in, that's probably their marriage year. Yep, she owns a business called TBiz. TBiz is Enterprises. And TBiz, he is the registered agent. Oh yeah, they're intertwined. Why Ballistic not the registered agent, guys? Why? He's also listed. Yep, she's the VP. He's listed as the business contact according to corporate records. Bless her little heart. Oh, I hope she don't beat me up, y'all. I don't fight. Don't beat me up, Shalenica. I'm gentle.
Yeah, she got bigger fish try, child.
I think so too. Yeah, like don't be violating your bond in public, girl. Not a good idea.
The sad thing is, a lot of DV, they do it all the time. The police probably used to it, child. But they do it all the time.
They've had this, they've had that property for a minute. They had the house since 2018. They married in 97. Good job, whoever pulled that up first. I'm gonna give you your credit. I confirmed it, but yep, and 46 is the magic number. Well, guys, we are. Somebody said I figured the Puerto Rican princess was older than she said. I don't blame her. Look.
Well, that's why I said, when it comes to women men too, but when it comes to people in entertainment, and then you add the fact that she was dancing in strip clubs and stuff, a lot of them are not 18 and they get fake IDs. And so once you start putting out all them different ages, child, all them different date of births and all them different IDs, look at some of your celebrities. You could pull up something in 1 minute they say they 32, the next minute say they 35, next minute say they 22. Well, not 22, but you know what I'm saying? All within usually within like a 4 or 5 year window.
Absolutely. Yeah. But Paul, Miss Shalenica. So, well, I really appreciate you joining me for this deep dive. Encourage me to get up.
Through. Appreciate this, girl.
So we're going to have to follow the case. Y'all let us know in the comments. Do you think that the charges are going to get dropped? I wouldn't be surprised if they got dropped against.
I think they're going to get dropped.
No, I'll say this. I think the charges against the deal with her knocking Ballistic upside the head are probably going to just be combined with Lex, because Lex ain't going to drop her charges. Therefore, that's why I don't think the Ballistic charges are going to get dropped. I think it's all, she's going to get penalized under all. And I would not be surprised if she got 30 days. I wouldn't be surprised if she got something like that, because they don't play with people kicking cops. They like to make examples of celebrities, and she's a menace to society. So
she definitely is. Now she's definitely a menace. We talked about that, and like I said, I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna get off of here. But like I said, she's been rewarded for bad behavior. So at what point? Why would she change? She's been rewarded for this bad behavior throughout her quote unquote her career. This has been her career, is fighting, being disrespectful, being rude, pushing against authority. Like, and look at where she is now. Again, is she a millionaire and can retire? No. But does she live a certain lifestyle? Does she have certain privileges and perks? Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
You know?
And I do feel like for her, she's really the brand of Zeus. So I do believe they're probably paying her really good. But her little habit, that's expensive from what I hear. I don't know.
And
But
she's been doing that for a minute. She's been, I mean, going back to her Love and Hip Hop days, that's been documented. I mean, I'm gonna say allegedly, but she has spoken on it. Funky Dineva has spoken on it, and so has what was his name, y'all? Corla Ray's daddy.
Beneath with no neck.
Benzino admitted it as well. Benzino talked about how him and Funky Dineva was in the bathroom together at that Love and Hip Hop reunion, and both of them have said that. I'll say allegedly, but both of them have said it publicly. Because Funky Dineva was like, "Listen, you ain't gonna spray me. You ain't gonna spray me with my own tea. Like I know they was doing it because I was in there with them, doing it with them."
Gotcha. So, well, thank you guys so much for joining. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
And we're gonna follow this case, y'all. I'm gonna change the title of this video. Share. I'll let the people know we cracked the case over here. We cracked the case.
See y'all later.
Bye, y'all. All right, y'all. We about to get out of here again. Remember, later on tonight, if you guys, Simone will be speaking. And later on tonight, I will give y'all my 2 cents on the Simone Rashid breakup situation, if you care. Y'all might not care about my opinion, but if you do, I'll be back later on tonight to talk about it. All right. Thank you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Vintage, you can email me, boo, because I'll be curious what the article you want me to read. And Pretty Glow Aesthetics, thank you. You said you sent me something. Hold on. I picked up my phone to check, and the child was 20. Hold on. I didn't see what you sent. That's what it was. I picked up my phone to see what you said you sent me, but I don't see anything. Wait a minute. Now I see something. Hold on. Now I see something. Oh, you were. Okay. So that's why you have more information. Okay. Got you. I got you, babe. Well, if you want to share, do you want to come up and share, or do you want to at a later date? If you don't want to, that's fine. But by all means, if you want to, I'll give you an opportunity to speak if you want to. I have about 10 or 15 minutes before I have to get out of here. If you want to come up and speak. Yeah. Okay, you know it's a little delay. I'm just giving her a minute to respond if she wants to come up. But if not, like I said, Pretty Glow Aesthetics has a different point of view because she has a little bit more information, and I'll leave it at that because I won't put all her business out there. But she's got a little more information. But again, my thing is, we're only talking about what's in the court documents, what we could read, and that's why I like Simone. You see, Simone showed y'all all the documents. I know that writing is kind of small, but trust me, it's the court documents. It's the legit court documents. So we will. Oh shoot! I'm gonna hit the button on my phone. Love the braids. Where is the deep red lipstick? Oh, I was doing something a little light today. I had a little lip liner earlier, but it's gone. I'm gonna have to reapply it in a few minutes. But I did me a little because I had pink in my shirt. So I have pink in my shirt that I'm wearing today. So I did a little light. I didn't do a heavy red. I did a little pink. Can you see this? This is a little pink. Little pink. Okay. Where is the interview happening? The interview is going to be on her channel, Girl Is That Legal, and it will also be on Kamisha Review. So you sent the link. Okay, I'm gonna check it. So Girl Is That Legal. That is her YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And let me check now. Vintage sent me this link. Oh, y'all, I'm starting a class on Monday. They didn't send me all this information. Okay. She sent me this link. She wants me to read through this. Let me look at it. Who is Matthew Lewis Tremelin, Love and Hip Hop star, Jocelyn? Oh, thank you, Vintage. Mwah. All right, we're going to read through this, y'all. This is coming from International Business Times. This is dated July the 14th of 2016. So this is from 2016. The headline says, who is Matthew Lewis Tremelin? Love and hip hop star Joesline Hernandez allegedly married someone else before meeting Stevie J. Joesline Hernandez and Stevie J may have the most complicated relationship in love and hip hop history. Ever since the pair called it quits in May, allegations and secrets about their supposed marriage have been surfacing. The latest claim might even be more eyebrow-raising than Stevie J's confession that he and Joesline never legally wed. Well, I forgot they lied about being married. Child, I forgot all about that. On Wednesday, a marriage license surfaced online, supposedly belonging to Joesline Hernandez. According to the Shade Room, the document uses Jocelyn's real name, Chanelica Benincourt, and says that she married a man named Matthew Lewis Tremelin. The license has Tremelin's residence as Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and says he wed the VH1 star on March the 21st, 1997. It's not clear if Joesline and Tremelin ever got divorced. The outlet also reported that Tremelin was indicted in 1993 before his alleged marriage to Joesline on drug charges, but there's no word on what he's been up to since. To make things even more confusing, there are reports that Joesline has been lying about her marriage for the past several years. The rapper and reality star claims to be 29 years old, but an arrest record from 2007 said she was 30 at the time, which means that Joesline would now be 39. The outspoken VH1 star has yet to address the marriage and age rumors. So they're saying that she would have been, according to that arrest record, she would have been 39. And this was in 2000. What I say? It was 2016. So yeah, that's about right. No, wait a minute. So she's older than 46 then? Wait a minute. Hold on. 2006, she was 39. No. So it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7. So no, that's right. Okay. I guess. Did I do my math right, y'all? Okay. Let me scroll down. Okay, that was the end of the article. Thank you so much, Vintage. I'm sorry it took us so long to get to the link. I'm going to send this to Simone right now. Oh, shoot. What did I just do? Oh, damn. I'm going to send this to Simone right now. Thank you so much. But that pretty much confirms the information that Simone pulled up. So this information was out there. I guess it just, I don't know, child. People forget. Because I forgot that her and Stevie J lied about being married. I forgot all about that till just now. Interesting. Child, listen, my first day, well, it's not my first day of vacation, but my first day on YouTube, giving y'all some content. I done gave y'all some good content today. Child, we done broke down the Russell Simmons stuff. Now we done broke down Joesline Hernandez. And then at the end of later on tonight, we're gonna talk about I'm gonna give y'all my 2 cents on Rashid and Simone. And I'm not gonna hold back. Y'all know that me and Simone cool, but she gave me permission to speak freely, and I'm gonna speak freely. So I'm gonna give y'all my 2 cents. So, Mims, I need to talk to you. So we will speak on that later on today. So I will see you guys then. Thank y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all are commenting, subscribing, and sharing this information out. I'm going to change the title to this live right now. So what's going into members only? So I don't know. We're going to have a members only this week, but I don't know what we're talking about in members only this week yet, child. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. I got to go celebrate graduation with my nephew.